Hey everybody, Paul here from Validare Garden Centre in Letterkenny. I was going to go through a wee project today that's fun to do with, especially with kids. It's really good for showing them how a seed becomes a plant. Because you're working with such a big seed, it's very easy to see the process as it's happening. Today I've got an avocado, which I'm sure many people are familiar with, and many people probably have. Their thing goes off very quickly, so they're actually things people tend to throw out a lot. But what we have here is an avocado that's sort of just ripe, or getting a wee bit beyond ripe at this stage, which is perfect for our project because that's the stage where it normally falls the tree in the wild. So first step to do to get the seed out is just cut it round. I've already cut this one, so just cut it in half, and you open up, you can expose the stone, which is the big seed. So that's grand. Usually they pop out handy enough. Now when you take out the seed, it's very important to take a look and see the where the top and where the bottom is. This is actually the bottom, which is where it was attached to the tree. So you just need to bear that in mind for the next few steps. So the avocado, this one's pretty alright, you can still eat away at that. So you could just set that aside for a minute. And the next step is to just actually peel this sort of outside layer off it. So you can see it's like something you just do with your fingernail, and normally it comes off quite handy. If the avocado is very ripe, you just take that off, it'll actually just rub off a bit of kitchen roll or something. So by us taking off this layer here, it actually makes it that wee bit easier for the seed to sprout. So it just takes a wee second or two. Not very handy. Okay, so that's our seed peeled. If you notice whenever you open up the seed, you can see natural fault lines in it. That's where the seed's going to split apart, and as it splits apart, then the roots will emerge from that. So our next step, we just have to be careful to avoid those fault lines so we don't actually disturb them. So what we do then is get a cocktail stick and stick it into the seed. Like so, just be careful of the fingers as you do it. So you put it near the top of the seed and put a bit of 30 or 40 degree angle. So we're moving around here. At the same sort of layer down, we stick it in, avoiding the fault line there. And just a third one, do the same thing. And what that does there is that's our seed now, ready to be suspended in the water. So just set it up in a jar. This is just an ordinary plastic jar. You can use a cup or a glass or anything. I like to use a clear jar because you can actually see the process as it's happening. So you can. And so just you have it suspended over the jar there, and all you do then is simply fill it up. So basically half the seed is covered with water. The top isn't, so what I got, the half the seed's covered with water. And then over the course of the next 2 to 3 weeks, we will actually be able to see the seed split apart and the shoots starting to come down out of it. And there doesn't really take much looking after, you just leave it in the windowsill, and whenever you actually have it in the windowsill, whenever the shoot reaches the bottom of the glass or whatever vessel is time that it planted into compost, so it is. And the only real care you have to give it is if the water changes and starts turning a sort of murky green, algae forming that, just tip out the water and refill it again, just ordinary tap water. And so after 2 to 3 weeks you should see the seed splitting apart and the shoots emerging, and then we'll see. Actually, here's one we've made earlier. So this one here is about 3 months old. So it is. Once again, you have to about 2 leaves before we're transferring it just into ordinary multi-purpose compost. Once again, fill it up to about halfway up the seed. And at that stage, what you can do is trim off the cocktail sticks at that stage. But I didn't do that because I didn't want to disturb it too much. So basically, after 3 months, you have a plant. So you can see, like you and the kids can see exactly how the seed has gone from being a seed, how it opened up, put out the shoots, and come into the plant like this. The only drawback is you're chatting about 15 years before you get an avocado, but you can't do everything. Anyway, thanks very much for listening, and we'll chat to you.